Good evening. I'm Jessica, the intern at Lexis and Company, and today I will be talking about farm laws. Since this is a very hyped up topic right now, so this is the time to end the misconceptions and break the impasse on the implementation of farm laws. So, talking about farm laws, the contentious farm laws in the Supreme Court has ordered a stay, hoping that it will end the protest. But it did not pay off. 11 rounds of talks between center and farm leaders have failed to make any breakthrough. Even the center's proposal to suspend the implementation of farm laws was rejected by the farm union and by the farmers, both of them. So when the farmers launched the Delhi Chalo protest on 26 November 2020, no one had expected the agitation against the farm laws to continue for 72 long days. But it has not reached a stalemate between farmers leaders and government, but has snowballed into a perception war threatening to disrupt the image of India. So, as we all know, some of the social media trender and actors such as Rihanna and Greta Thunberg episode, which very recently happened, the government has sent a strong message advising the celebrities and others to refrain from giving to the temptation and sensationalism on social media and making accurate irresponsible statements or hashtags on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, as we all have as you all know about. So on the back of it came the US administration's mixed remark, which welcomed farm reforms, hailing the peaceful protest, yet called for unhindered access to information and internet at the protest sites after the government restriction in the wake of Republic Day incident, as we all have witnessed it. So, taking a firm stand, India reminded the United States of the writing at the Capitol Hill on 6th of January 2021 and said that the 26th January violence at Red Fort is also being addressed as per the law of the country. So essentially, in a pandemic time, with the crucial vaccination drive underway all of India, the government seems to be rolling a prolonged strategy and the deadlock, reaching out to the farmers to bridge the gap, trust deficit, farm laws, and the of the disruptive forces that are trying to take advantages of this situation. International powers too. So the farmers union, however, are very adamant on the repeal of three farm laws and seeking a guarantee on the retention of minimum support price as things stand. Including Prime Minister Narendra Modi has time and again assured that the farmers and the MSP system will continue, but the farmers want hardwired in law statement, despite the fact that MSP has always been a part of administrative decisions, not an act. So, on the implementation of contentious farm laws, the Supreme Court has ordered a stay, hoping that it will end the protest, but it did not pay off, as we all are witnessing even today. 11 rounds of talks between the center and farm leaders have failed to make even a single breakthrough. Even the center's proposal to suspend implementation of farm laws was rejected thoroughly by the farmers union and the leaders. So the irony here is that the government believed the new farm laws will double farmers' income by 2022, but they are not ready to buy them. So this is a paradox situation which we are witnessing today. Now talking about the farm laws, what are the three farm laws? So first farm law, which is Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Act 2020. It deals with the trade areas of farmers' produce. It permits sale and purchase of farm produce outside the premises of APMC mandis without any market free cess or levy. It includes electronic trading, e commerce, of farm produce. This act may hurt the interest of middlemen and affect the state coffers, but not all farmers. But this law is a major bone contention. The protesters believe that once the law comes into effect, the agriculture produce market commodity, which is APMC, will be abolished, ending their MSP benefits as well. So, talking about the second farm law, which is Empowerment, Protection, Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Service Act 2020. Now, this act provides a legal framework for contract farming in which the farmers can enter into the agreement with agribusiness firms, retailers, exporters for their produce at a mutually agreed price before the planting seasons. The act also outlining a dispute redressal mechanism, but the farmers have issues with some clauses. Though the government has promised to look into the clauses, the farmers want the law to go. So last and third law would be about which is called as Essential Commodities Amendment Act. It is an existing law. So this law scraps center's powers to impose stock holding limits on food items like cereals, pulses, potatoes, onions, edible oil seeds and oils, removing them from the list of essential commodities except under ordinary extraordinary conditions or in case of a steep price hike. Now, this law won't affect the farmers adversely, but along with the first two laws, the farmers are not willing to accept this also. Now, one can also hope that next round of talks between the center and farmers break the impasse. But before that, there is an urgent need to dial down the temperature in the national capital. On the contrary, the farmers' unions have called for a countrywide chakka jam on 6th February, which we have all witnessed, and the protesters do not seem in a mood to relent at all. So, talking about and moving further, why is there farm laws that make them so contentious? What is there about farm laws which makes them so contentious? So, the government says that farm laws open up new avenues for the farmers to increase their income, but protesters, on the other hand, say that new farm laws will make them vulnerable to private traders. A look at the laws and contentious issues, but farmers are worried. They are worried over MSP assurance. But the MSP assurance and the MSP assurance has emerged as the main sticking point in the farmers' protest. There is an apprehension among the farmers allowing outside APMC trade of farm produce would lead to buying of the government agencies in the approved mandis. Thus, protesting farmers said that new laws would thus make the MSP system irrelevant and they would not have any assured income from their farming. Right now, the government announces fixed MSP for around 2 dozen of crop. So, at last, I think we need to understand that whenever a new law gets into our country, there is a lot of protest, there is a lot of rights, there are disagreements, but this does not mean that one is so adamant as to not approve the new bills which has been passed. Also, they need some time to think about it, also to implement it in the land and see whether it is in the benefit of farmers or not. If it is not in the benefit of farmer, that can be withheld. So with that, I would like to end. Thank you.